Are you ready?
Hi, my name is Margarita, and this is your favorite affiliate digital journal, Cardinal. Today, we're hosting one of the best, one of the most impressive affiliate marketeers, Andy Wolmer. Hi, Andy. Honestly, I've been looking for your Instagram and I'm so jealous. Honestly, I'm impressed. So your Instagram is so filled with different activities. Like there's a diving session, then there is a party, then you're in Dubai, in Portugal, in Hollywood, everywhere else in the world. So what is your favorite type of physical activity? Like, is it diving or something else? Which one is the most exhilarating?
Well, I'm a scuba diver for 30 years and I'm a dive master. So I have all the certifications for cave diving, for wreck diving, deep diving, and it's one of my biggest passion. And I always look for special places where I can still have adventures, like going with whale sharks, mantas, big mantas, sharks. And so that's my kind of adrenaline kick I love.
That's adorable. That's why you're so extremely fit. That's what keeps you in shape, right? So, or just you spend so much time in the gym as well.
I'm not really a gym guy, but when I go on a conference and there's no swimming pool and no beach, then I go in the gym sometimes, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, now let's talk about your day a little. Do you work or do you just manage processes or do you just supervise everything?
Well, I have different function in the traffic partner group. Mostly I'm like the brand ambassador, I'm the CMO, I go to the shows. But if we have a new startup, for example, right now, Creator Traffic and also Fan Blast. So in these companies, I try to do everything from the beginning, like from affiliate manager, sales manager, to have all the knowledge about the product. So later I can give this job to other people, they take it over, and I know what I'm doing. You know, it's like learning from the basics to be the top manager. It's important because if not, people tell you something and you don't have a clue. So it's very important that you know your product from the basics.
So you're well versed in everything and you can deal with any problem.
Yes, I see myself. Of course, I'm the CMO of the company group, but I'm still sometimes the sales manager. I'm doing SEO. I know a lot of things about SEO. I know how to make a WordPress blog. I know how to make a video for Instagram. I'm a social media manager. I do everything a little bit.
You're a media person.
Yeah, like a media person, but it's more important for your future because, of course, you cannot do everything alone. But if you don't know how much work the different parts in your company are, then it's difficult to manage them because some technical guy can tell me, oh, I spent 5 hours to set a WordPress blog up. And I tell him, hey, I can do this in 20 minutes. Hours, you know?
Yeah, I see. You're right. Let's speak about the data niche. Why it is so enticing for you? Why did you decide to stick to this vertical instead of, I don't know, crypto or finance or something else entirely?
Yeah, the point is, once you have your network and your skills and your experience, like in the dating industry, I'm more than 15 years. So, of course, you have the affiliates, you know the different countries, you know the payment provider, you know the marketing strategies, and you know the networks. So, and it makes money. So why should I change, you know?
True.
I was always in the adult entertainment. From even when I started 99, I was in the adult movie industry as a license dealer. Then I came with my partner. We had one of the first online shops already in 2003. We were like the Amazon for adult entertainment. And yeah, so all the time it was like this. Then with SGM, our mobile product, we were also in the adult industry. Then with the live cams, OnlyFans, it was all related to entertainment.
Okay, so you brought up the subject of OnlyFans, and I would like to ask you a question. What are the best OnlyFans traffic sources in 2025?
Well, social media is definitely a very good hook because you have already fans on your social media, which you try to convert to follow you on OnlyFans or also on other fan sites like Fansly, or there's Four-Based, FanBlast, Loyal Fans. So it's not only OnlyFans anymore. There's a lot of good other fan sites, and you want to monetize your free subscribers. Let's say free subscribers on Instagram, you want to convert. Problem is in 25, the restrictions on TikTok is very high. So if you do too much promotion on TikTok for your OnlyFans, you might be banned. Also on Twitter or X, it's difficult because they have this kind of shadow banning. So if you go directly in the too sexy way of promotion, or even if you do non-safe for work stuff, then you get shadow banned. And there's a lot of models. They have 500,000 followers on Twitter X. And if they post something, they got only 50 likes because most of the people don't see her even in the feed. But I see that Instagram, especially if you keep your Instagram clean, so you go a little bit sexy, but not too much. And then, of course, you have in your bio, you have a link to your Linktree or Linktree similar sites. And then on this site, you promote your OnlyFans account and, for example, your FanBlast account. So that makes sense. And of course, that the people are already hooked on you because they follow you, they like, they comment. But for new models, it's super difficult in these days to build up a new account. Of course, some people tell you, oh, I make you 100,000 followers on Instagram in 2 months. But then you have all these kind of bot followers and there's no really engagement. So with creator traffic, we have a lot of agencies buying traffic that's called paid traffic. So they buy from us traffic because they need time to build up the social media. And for a new model, they buy traffic from us, and our traffic is coming mostly from SEO. So I would say we are some kind like the Google ads for OnlyFans. You buy your picture and your link.
Impressive, impressive. And if you weren't doing business in the adult niche, which you're well versed in, obviously, which niche would you choose?
I'm not sure if I would be in the online business anyways. My nickname, the Captain, comes from my first job. I was like 22. I had a little guest house in Venezuela and at my boat, and I did daily trips to the islands. Together with a diving school, I offered scuba diving. Perhaps I would more in the scuba diving tourism business, somewhere in a nice sunny place instead of sitting in front of a computer.
That would be nice, all beaches and the ocean, perhaps. Sounds lovely. From what I know, you've been in this vertical for quite a while. You mentioned it yourself. And can you enumerate the market changes? Like, what are the biggest transformations you can recall over the, say, over the 5 years?
Well, definitely in the way how you get your traffic. In every vertical, if it's Nutra, crypto, dating, camps, casinos, iGaming, whatever, it's all about the traffic. That's why most of the companies like ours, Traffic Partner, then you have Traffic Stars, Traffic Junkie, Creator Traffic. So all is about the traffic. And some point is in the last years, the classical webmasters affiliates are dying out because in the beginning, there were a lot of people, they had a blog or a little website talking about some topics, and they were selling traffic to the affiliate programs. So Traffic Partner is an affiliate program. We are direct advertiser, but we are also an affiliate program for our dating websites. And I see less and less of these independent webmasters and affiliates. Also, most of the dating companies, they started to do their own media buying. So also the group of independent little media buyings are dying out because if you are independent media buying, company and you send the traffic to the direct advertiser, and the direct advertiser makes media buying himself, so you have no chance in the competition because the direct advertiser have 100% of the profit. So it becomes more, and that you see on every show, more and more networks. The middlemen, they collect the traffic from a lot of different sources and they send them to the direct advertiser. Also, they do cross sales or cascade sales. So if one email is already in the database of one dating advertiser, they can sell it to the next one. So the structure of the traffic, from where it comes, from independent media buyers and independent webmasters or affiliates, more to the networks. And then, of course, where the traffic comes from. Before it was many traffic came by SEO. Then there was a lot of traffic from social media. But the social media rules, especially when you buy traffic from Facebook or Instagram, are very difficult for casual dating sites. So the cloaking is not working like it did work before. And then there was the high time of crypto. So a lot of people from the dating industry said, no, there's more money in the crypto industry. Then the crypto industry got regulated. So more people from the crypto industry come back to the dating industry. So the traffic is always swapping around and you need to find the right way to the right time. And that's the biggest difference. And the dating goes more into niches. Like before, we had always dating sites like general dating sites. Now we have dating sites for gay and for BSDM, for older women like MILF, or for younger women, or you have the transsexual. So you see a lot of more dating product going directly in a niche. That's quite new in the last 5 years, I would say.
So it's very complicated, I think. It's becoming more and more difficult, right?
Yes. And the most companies coming up in the dating industry are networks. Like, they are networks, but they don't have their own product. They take care about the traffic and split up the traffic through all the direct advertisers. I think there's not so many direct advertisers like us in the market.
I see. Now I would like you to boast. Tell us about your most successful product.
Well, one super big success was Sex Goes Mobile. We started that 2009 when the first iPhone came out. And it was only safe for work or not safe for work. And we call it in Germany rated 16. So you saw boobs, but no hardcore. So, and we had the carrier billing. So in most of the European countries, people could pay with one click on their telephone for a subscription. We charged them this time like $4.99. It was a huge success. We made a lot of money. And it was like 7 years, our biggest money maker. But then the dating became our biggest project. Dating is so huge because, I don't know, perhaps it's also the new generation. They don't know how to go in a bar and meet a girl, or the other way around too. So in my generation, when I wanted to meet a girl, I went into the club or on a party and I met a girl. Right now in the newer generation or in the new times, people need these kind of apps. So the potential of single people around the world is hundreds of million people who are looking, and also the more and more countries, because we are companies. We started out of Germany, then we had all the German-speaking countries, then we just covered the Nordic countries like Sweden, Norway, Finland, but now we have France, Italy, Greece, US. We have more than 50 countries, and the more countries, the more potential customers you have, and the more traffic you can get also. So traffic is a huge market. I think from the potential is way bigger than casino or crypto, because if you see, I think about 100 million people own Bitcoin or have a Bitcoin wallet. And I think perhaps 80, 90 million people gamble, poker or casino stuff. But people looking for a girl or for a man or for a woman for a man, there's hundreds of millions. So the potential market of dating is wide bigger than the other ones.
Yeah, I see. So you mentioned you're working in more than 50 different geos. And do you face any problems there, like overregulatory nature, for example, or with the authorities, something like this?
The biggest control is not even by the countries. It's always the big players. Apple, we with the Apple Store, you don't. The most of the dating apps get really problems, especially if you do casual dating. Of course, if you make a dating app for weddings, okay, then you have a chance. But if you go a little bit more in the casual dating, it's difficult. So the regulations is coming mostly by Apple or Google or Facebook, Instagram, all these big players, because the US, these companies are all from US. And if you have a US company which is at the stock exchange market, they don't want to have everything with sexuality. The Americans are still yeah, they are split. Like the biggest companies are there doing all these. LA is the porn city of the world. LA and Las Vegas, Sin City. But when it comes to regulation, they are still like, oh, we go to the church and we never see boobs. Oh, yeah.
Very pious indeed, especially probably by German standards, right?
Well, we are a liberal country. All Europe is very liberal, and that's the part where I'm very proud of. I'm proud of to be a European, and not everything here is perfect. But if I see the United States or other countries, their kind of government and regulations are not really. They always call about the free speech, but for example, if you see X now, this is not free speech. This is hate speech.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that.
Different. It's a really different culture of the countries.
I see. And are there any new geos you're going for in 2025?
Well, my team is always looking for new markets, but I think with the 50 countries we have now, the ones where we make the most money. Unfortunately, there's many countries, especially Africa, where it's difficult to make money. Also in South America, I guess Latins have enough sex. They don't need dating apps.
They're brave, they go to the club.
Well, even in the street, there's no country where communication between woman and man is so easy like in South America.
Oh, really?
Also, the difference in making a compliment. Let's say I cross the street in Colombia and I see a good-looking girl. I can say, hey, beautiful, what's your day? And I'm a stranger in this case, and say to a stranger woman, hey, you look beautiful. If I do the same in Germany or in other countries, they will, hey, what you want from me? Sorry, I only make you a compliment.
I see. So let's speak about ad formats. What are the most clickable ones? Like, is it banners, pop-ups, perhaps? What attracts attention?
Well, in the end, everything still works. It's more the question about the price. Of course, pop-ups is there for every year. Pop-ups is they say it's dead, but it's still there. But the price is very cheap, and of course, if you imagine yourself, you're sitting in front of the computer and then you get the pop-up, most of the people click, go away, let me, go away. But if the pop-up looks interesting, perhaps you click. We work a lot with email marketing still. Also, a lot of people say email marketing is dead. I don't see it like this. It depends only on the quality of data you have. And then, of course, in Europe, we have the data protect law. So you need really to have the double opt-in, but it's still successful. But also there, you need to have technology that you don't land in the spam filter, especially Gmail is very difficult. Video ads are great. Native ads are good. And banners can work also. So it's not really that there is one that is the best. It's also the different prices. Of course, native ads are way more expensive and the volume is lower, but you can make quite good money with native ads. And email marketing, it's also very, to get databases, it's not so easy like some years ago, but it's still, if you build up your database, and we are 15 years in the industry, so our database is quite full with people we have.
So it depends on the approach mostly.
Yeah, the approach, and then especially when you buy traffic, it's a question of the price. And like I always say, in media buying, testing, 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 testing. So I would not say that one of the different advertising, it's done. You only need to perhaps develop it a little bit new, make it, for example, don't make emails which are very long. When I get an email which is longer than 4 or 5 sentences, I directly close it. I don't have the time to read it.
Understandable, understandable. So what should beginners do to start earning money in the adult niche? Do you have any kind of advice?
Oh, for a beginner. Yeah. Well, one thing I always say, it's so easy to make your own website, Start, get a domain. It's only like $9 with hosting. You can start your company with $15 of budget, and you make your first blog about dating, for example, or live cams. And then you learn a little bit about SEO. All this you learn on YouTube. There's so many free information, When I started, there was no YouTube. There was no these kind of information. And we met at SEO conferences, and you needed to listen to the new. Now you got most of the information. So it's not like this is the business, but like I said, you need to learn everything from the basics. So making a website, it's easy to make a website with WordPress, but if you have programmer skills, you can do any other website. But I would start to make my own website, do some SEO. Then I would open, of course, with different affiliate programs, account like Traffic Partner, or I go to another network which have different products. Then I would create some tracking links, and then I go to a broker and try to buy some traffic. Let's say you put $50 in, let's see how much you get out. And learning by doing, For a newcomer, it's difficult to make your own dating website, because then you need to have a lot of money. Because in this business, you need to build up first, you need to build the website. You need to buy a lot of traffic on CPL, where you make your money back perhaps after 6 months. So for the normal newbie, making your own dating sites is impossible. But there's also some companies, they offer white labels. So beside your blog, perhaps you make your own dating white label site. You do some media buying. So, and then learning by doing. But everything is quite full already. So perhaps sometimes if people come to the internet, try something new, Perhaps make it's not the vertical dating, the vertical of dating, casino, Nutra, crypto is already so full with people, or even worse, imagine you start now in the traveling. You want to make a website about traveling or car rentals, or the market is full already. If you want to make money in the internet, look for something which is not running already since 20 years and all the big players playing in the same game.
So people should think outside the box.
Exactly.
Okay, good. And can you share your thoughts on the tools you're currently working with? What makes them so unique, and what tools are you currently using for your business?
Well, I don't tell you any secrets.
No secrets, just in general terms. ChatGPT, perhaps.
Well, for me, of course, all these AI software tools, the most I use right now, it's to make music. Because if you see my videos from all the conferences on my YouTube channel, by the way, TrafficCaptain on YouTube is my channel. Most of the soundtracks in my videos are made by myself.
Wow, so you're a musician, a composer, a lot of different things. A talented man.
I had a top 10 hit in Germany like 10 years ago.
A man who knows everything, a man who can do everything.
Music was always my passion. But I never become successful with it. So, in one point of your life, when you're 25, 26, you got a family, you need to leave some dreams behind.
True. Unfortunately, true.
It's
I
more
see.
about making money. So yeah, and of course, AI helps to make emails, scripts, and so on. In the dating, of course, testing different landing pages and different sales funnels. You know, how to hook people when they see something, to engage, to put their data. So this psychological idea how to hook somebody on a product, there is something you need always to work and improve and make ABC test, ABC test, ABC test, because every year this change. And also, if you find something successful, 100% sure your competition will copy it. So you need to find something new, because every of these sales funnels are dying out after a certain time because everybody is using it. So be in front of the train and or that drives the train. Don't jump on the last.
I see your point. And can you name three most complicated things about working with the adult niche? What are the three challenges that you have to face?
Well, one point is definitely regulations. It starts from Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and so on. And not only this kind of regulations, also some government regulations, especially Germany. I think I don't own any website that is based in Germany with the .de. If you go in the dual industry, never buy a .de domain.
Okay, thanks for the advice.
Yeah, so you have governments, companies, and then also in the social area. My family knows what I do, my friends know what I do, but of course, sometimes when we have employees which are coming directly from university, and then when they see like a website like teenyhunter.com or something like this, like, oh my God, what I'm working, I cannot tell this at home. So for some people have also the social barrier that still people think, oh, if you work in the dating industry, you're some kind of the red light district, which is totally wrong. In the end, I'm looking every day on statistics. I don't see boobs. I see numbers every day. I see numbers.
It doesn't sound fun, you know?
Yeah, it's dating industry or it's adult industry, but in the end, I look on my numbers, not on any content, you know.
The adult numbers.
And beside this, it's also the merchant accounts. There's a lot of problems with banks, like also payment provider like Wise, PayPal, and so on. So the world is the adult industry is a little bit like McDonald's. Everybody talk bad about McDonald's, but McDonald's still sell the most burgers.
That's true. That is very up to the point. And what KPIs are the most important in your business?
Well, the first, of course, we pay our affiliates mostly with CPL on a ZOI, single opt-in. So then, of course, we check from how many single opt-ins we got how many double opt-ins. Then from how many double opt-ins we get how many sales. And then, of course, we see the revenue over the lifetime of the user. So to all frauders outside, don't send me your frauding single opt-ins. I will detect them after at least 3, 4 days. And as our payment is every 14 days, you never get paid out. So stay home with your fraud CPL.
Beware! What should beginners do to choose the right offer in the adult niche? What should they pay attention to?
Well, as a newbie, perhaps a smart link is not bad idea, because then you can directly test out different products, and mostly the ad network knows better which product match better to which traffic. So as a beginner, a smart link is always a good option. And as a beginner, concentrate on the right traffic sources. So do SEO, do SER, do media buying, and then see, you need to concentrate where you get your traffic from. Where you send the traffic, let handle this, the network, because the network, they need to make you the most of the money. If not, you switch to the next network. So they always try to do the best with your traffic. And communication is king. If you sign up for an affiliate program, always try to get direct contact to the affiliate manager, because normally the affiliate manager is working in the company for several years, so he know all the little screws and tricks how to optimize your income.
And you have your own affiliate program, Traffic Partner it is. And can you tell us how it started, how many people you have on the team, what you do to stand out of the crowd, something like this?
Standard question.
Of course, we needed something standard, you know.
Well, we have over 200 employees in the company, and of course, only apart from this is for the affiliate management. What we directly had from the beginning is people with multi-languages. So we have some managers speaking Russian. We have some people, everybody speaks English, then Spanish, Italian. So internationally, it's a big difference because especially if you see people from Eastern Europe, the English is perhaps not as good. So it makes it more complicated to have communication. The other part is we send out always reports on the traffic. So, and we communicate directly our return of investment. So like when you start with us, you get something like what we call street payout. And when we see your traffic is better, you can get more money. If your traffic is not good enough, you get less money, or we even say, please stop that traffic. So, you know, be open, because all what you do, it's on a long term. Like I said, I'm since 99 in the business. That's 26 years. I think there's almost nobody who tells him, Andy fucked me off or he made a bad business. I'm directly in your face, you know. If I don't like something, I will tell it. And if I like it, I will tell you too. So be long-term related. You know, don't try to screw over your business partner to make money fast 6 months. It's better to make money for 10 years than only for 6 months. It's in most of the cases. It's better to make the money on the long term. And communication. Communication is king. I don't understand, for example, in creator traffic, we have a lot of agencies, they buy traffic and they never ask me, or they never write our support for some help. I cannot understand this. You know, normally I go to a system, I put some money in, and then I want to have somebody who shows me the best practice. But this is perhaps because the OnlyFans scene is a new scene. A lot of people in the OnlyFans industry, they have no background in media buying or online marketing at all. They started perhaps 1, 2, 3, 4 years ago. They were lucky, had some social media, made some money. Now they want to buy traffic, but they're not so like in the communication. And this is very important. So to all out of there, when you go to creator traffic, put some money in, send me a message, the Traffic Captain OF, and write my support, and they will help you.
Okay, good. And now another standard question, probably. Everybody asks you that. I know that you worked in the porn industry. You said about it yourself. And what did exactly you do? Was it difficult to work there? What was your cue to leave and why you left this business?
Well, I was in the adult industry, but my job was the license dealer. So I was working for a German company which produced like 20 movies a month, and also released about 30 movies a month to the video shops. That was around 99. And my job was to selling the DVD license to US companies or French companies, and buying license to make DVDs in the German-speaking territories for my. So that was the reason the first show I ever visited was 99, the AVN, the Adult Video Network in Las Vegas. 22 years later, I become Hall of Fame. You know?
That's great.
So yes, that was. So I was really like behind the scene mostly. And then I made some productions as a product manager only to see how it works. And of course, it's different when you see like 5 meters away people have sex and you see it on the monitor. But like a professional, you don't watch really what happens there. You watch more, hey, can you put the light on a little bit? Oh, the sound is not so good. So you're more looking in the product you sell later and to have this one because all the sexual part is taste. And about taste you cannot discuss. Everybody have a different taste. But for me, it was important that the light, the sound quality, and all this was perfect because then later it was more easy for me to sell it. And I left it because I wanted to bring the company into the internet. It was 2003. And the owner didn't believe in the internet. So he was thinking he will sell DVDs for the rest of his life. And together with Roland Grother, who have the Eurogasm magazine, and Garlic Conference, with him I started my first online DVD shop, was Sexy House. And so I became into the internet. Then the first thing I learned was Black Hat SEO, how to get traffic, because in 2003, Google was very easy to manipulate. So that was the first thing I learned. The second was you need affiliates. What is an affiliate? People drive traffic to you. So in 2003, my online career started. And that was the best change because I remember it was a Christmas Eve and I was seeing my sales and I said, man, I'm sitting here with my family enjoying Christmas Eve and I still make money 24/7, 365 days a year. Online is the future. So it was the best decision I ever made business-wise.
So you believed in the internet.
Yes, and 2003. A lot of the people outside there was not even born 2003.
True. Do you have any sexters on your team? How much money do they make? If it's not a secret, of course.
What I have on my team?
Sexters.
Yeah, we have sexters on the team, but I'm not really in this. We outsourced that.
Now, speaking about communication, because you always bring it up, you are always surrounded by people, by celebrities, all those famous faces. How do you manage to meet people so easily? What is the best way to communicate with them, to network like this?
Well, it's my character. I'm an open person. And, my first education in Germany was in the bank when I was 18. I have a German banker license there. I made my education in the bank for 2.5 years. And I closed it with my diploma. And there was the first, I came from school. And then you stand in the bank and strangers come in and you start like, hello, how are you? What can I do for you? You want 500 marks? Okay, blah, blah, blah. So I learned directly to talk with strangers in the bank. Then later I worked as the DJ. I worked as the bouncer in a club. So during my university time, I had a lot of jobs where I was always communication from the bartender as a DJ or as a bouncer is very different. So to handle the problematic people, how to handle man, woman, how to get over with wishes. So for me, communication was never my problem. Then I went on travel. I traveled many years as a backpacker to South America. I had my hotel in Venezuela, so I worked in the hotel where you have every few days new customers from different countries. And I think also self-confidence, especially when you meet a star. If you come like, oh, please, can I help you? If you come like a fan, it's different. Like, hey, I'm the captain. Who are you? So self-confidence is definitely something that helps in these kinds too. But I have to say, if I see on a party Ja Rule or something, I go there and I say, hey, I'm a DJ from Germany, and not, oh, I'm a big fan. Can I have a photo? I say, hey, I'm a DJ from Germany. I played your song and on this party and blah, blah, blah. So it's a different approach how you go there. And then on the conferences, it's more than I know these people. A lot of the people on the conference I know for so many years. It's not only about business. There's people I never really make business with sometimes, But when you see somebody 20 years or 15 years, and you see him like 10 times a year on different conferences, on different parties, it's also some kind of a friendship, you know? So easy.
And who is the most famous adult star you're familiar with? Can you share the details, how you met, how it happened?
No, I don't really know really adult stars.
Really? I thought you know everyone.
No, it's for me. I'm bad with names, you know. For me, it's like you ask somebody who works in the car industry, and you ask them who drives which car. I don't know who drives which car. I only sell the car.
Okay, I see. But yours.
Well, I remember when I was still in the DVD business, 99. For me, one of the best stars was always Tara Patrick. She was a very famous US star in this time. And she was together with one of the musicians of Biohazard. And I was a big fan of this metal. It's a metal group, Biohazard. So that was more interesting. I was more interested in her boyfriend. Yeah, because of the music.
And what geo is known for the most mind-blowing conferences? So we're speaking about conferences. So which geo is the most mind-blowing?
Well, geos, I would not. There's some. Also, there's definitely the TS group, the TS affiliate conferences. One is always in Prague, and one is mostly in Spain or Portugal. This for Europe, I would say, are the absolute best shows, especially if you're from dating camps, when you're in the affiliate business. These shows I love. The more open one for verticals, it's the Affiliate World, which is always in Bangkok, Dubai, and now in Budapest. Before it was in Barcelona. So the Affiliate World is really like crossing all verticals and very international, especially the one in Dubai and Bangkok. You meet people from all over the world, what I like, and they're huge. Then the Affiliate Summit in the US, one is always in New York and one is in Las Vegas. I loved them very much some years ago. Now I don't visit them anymore because they become too mainstream. You know, there's a lot of people, they sell solar panels, micro loans. I don't meet the people I need. If you're more in the mainstream industry, definitely good shows. But for the dating and adult industry is not so nice. And then a new one, which is only existing since this year is the third year. It's the Icon Conference in Cyprus. This is one very interesting one because the organization is absolutely perfect. And it's a lot of verticals, a lot of people there. And I do also a fan site meetup. So I bring people from the fan site industry together there. If you're pure an adult, then I love the XBIZ Miami because it's Miami.
So you're a huge fan of Miami, right? Scuba diving and all that.
I will go again in May. For sure.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
And the big one is the AVN Internext in Las Vegas in January. So if you're pure in the adult industry, the XBIZ and AVNs are good. So you always need to. I have on Facebook. I don't know if somebody's still in his Facebook, but have the Captain's Business Lounge on Facebook. There you can see all the shows on my schedule, so you can check it out.
And can you tell us about the craziest party you've attended?
I make one of the best parties for many years. It's my party during the TS in Prague. I do this now for this year will be the 12th year. So it's not on the official schedule of the show, but I invite like 400 people and we go in an underground club called Cafe 80s. And then all drinks and foods are for free. And I'm on stage making music. We have DJs. We have some nice shows there. So that's definitely a good party. But my personal most recommended party was already 2002 during the AVN. That was a party from the AVN where they had all the rappers like Snoop Dogg, Exhibit, Lunas, Digital Underground. And I went with them on stage. I was backstage because I was one of the buyers of their DVD. Snoop Dogg hosted the porn movie, so I bought the DVDs. And then later we had the party upstairs in the penthouse of the Venetian. And I was only 2 years in the industry, coming to the Venetian presidential with Snoop Dogg, Exhibit, Lunis. And I think I was there. Yeah, I was 30 years old, 29 or some 29, I guess 29. And yeah, for me it was then like, okay, I'm in heaven.
I can imagine, honestly. Okay, and what is your attitude to these parties, to conferences? Do you consider them another routine task or a way to unwind and have fun?
Well, if there's a show every 2 months, I absolutely enjoy them. I wait for them. You make a lot of new contacts because on every show, beside of your VIP existing clients, you meet new clients. I also like to speak as on panels or as a seminar hoster. And so for me, a show is always a good business, and it's also a break out of the routine away from your computer. But if they do it like in September, where you have the AW Summit, you have the XBIZ Amsterdam, the TS Prague, the Mexico and Cologne, if they do 6 shows in 1 month, then it's not routine. Then it's only destroying your physical and mentally health.
True, I agree with you at this point. And the last question, but not the least, do conferences improve networking? Is it possible to make lots of acquaintances at such conferences, even if you have them like in a chain, like you said in September?
Yeah, the point is, if you're a big company and you don't go to the shows, then people start to talk in your back, I guess. I remember once there was a show in Phoenix and I missed my flight. So I came 1 day later to the show, and some of my friends told me that they were talking, oh, SGM is done, Andy is not here. I said, motherfuckers.
That was very rude on their part.
Yeah, but of course, the good thing is we split up also. For example, this year, because of personal things, I had no time to Dubai, but we had Moritz and Stacy there. So sometimes then it's better to split up your team and send, because you cannot do 5 shows in the row.
It's nearly impossible, I agree with you. So thank you, Andy. It was an incredible conversation. You shared invaluable and valuable and so forth, expertise and insights. I feel mentally enriched. I already want to use all my knowledge now. It was Andy Wolmar and your obedient servant, Margarita. See you soon in another Traffic Cardinal podcast, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you. And everybody, click the like, subscribe button here. We want to be famous. We want to be influencer. With the captain, traffic partner, creator traffic, you always make the click cash. Now, ahoy.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Bye-bye.